So not a lot's been happening in my fish world. A lot of things have been happening in my political world, and it's quite hard trying to keep up with Twitter, trying to remove my followers because they don't seem to like my politics, but that's a different story altogether. So no new fish in here. I haven't bought any new fish. My last new fish are these two rainbow fish. They were fin nippers in the other tank, but they do fine in here, even with my long-tailed guppies. I believe they just don't like bigger fish. They were attacking the bigger fish like Victor and the other rainbows. I'm hoping that some of the new baby guppies are males. I've put in 4 new baby guppies in here. So I'm quite shocked at how big this plant's become. That was so tiny. I got it in one of those little tubes at Petco, and now it's huge. Same with the one at the back. I do love these orange tails. So we'll move over to the 65 gallon. Everybody's waiting to be fed, so that's why they're all interested in the world. Not a lot happened here. Victor's getting fatter. The only problem I have in this tank is my large rainbow. He does have a sore that just doesn't seem to heal. It's on the other side of his body. No matter what I do, it heals up for like a day or so and it comes back. I think it's where he's fighting with some of the other fish on and off, and they still carry on picking at that one place. But he's been like this now for quite a while, so I'm not particularly worried that it's hurting him in any way. But that's my only kind of problem in here. I've got some pretty little baby guppies that have come on. My favourite does happen to be the Madagascars. I'm planning on replacing most of my tanks with either 120 or a 175 gallon tank, and just having the one. I'm not really a multi-tank person, mostly because I do wish to have a nice amount of these Madagascars. Now we go over here, and these are my baby boys. I took these out of the baby guppy tanks. Some of them are quite pretty. When they've been in here a month or so, I moved them to the male guppy tank. I still have my thread fin, who was there. I won't do all the tanks today, not a lot is happening. My female guppy tank, it looks like all of them but one's recovered from whatever they had. I don't know what it was. It didn't look like white spot. It was just huge round lumps, and it went through about 6 of the guppies. I've not lost any to it. And most of them seem to have recovered. They do act a bit odd occasionally, going to the top of the tank, and I've found that since a few of them are pregnant, I missed a male that's in there, and they don't seem to like it when the babies are born. But then after the babies are born, they all go down and eat them. So they seem to have this weird thing about babies being born in their tank. So This is my, well, it was my retirement home for my old guppies. My oldest guppy, she died about a week ago. She was extremely old. And these are the babies I've got left from here. Not as many as I thought. So, the light went on this the other day, so I had to buy another one. I also seem to be breeding assassin snails in here. So that's my my life at the moment. I say I'll get rid of most of my tanks except for a 10-gallon I'll keep in the office for quarantine, and my 5-gallon in the front room, which I will keep some very small fish in, and then all my other 10 gallons I will get rid of. I won't keep this tank, I will get rid of this tank. I don't know when, because I do need to replace the floor first. And but I think putting all my fish in maybe 175 gallon might be the best thing. I'll probably cut back on the guppies. I will keep the smaller tanks, separate the male and female guppies, and just have male guppies in the tank. I've become very, very fond of my rainbow fish.